Yeah, what up, man? My name is Mr. Wave, aka Tony Wesley. Used to be known as Tony Throwhorn. Born and raised in the Bronx, Fordham Road area, Kingsbridge, Crescent Avenue. I've been performing for 30 years. Did a various been around the world. Releasing a documentary about myself and my part of my life. But documentary is also not just based on Mr. Wave. It's based on entrepreneurship and leadership, and it's also based on childhood obesity. It's things that we need to address as mega stars, as people look up to us around the world, and we need to address these things because our youth have to grow with direction. So that's what I'm on. So the documentary, of course, it shows my life, my history, what I'm about, what my team is about, the people that I've implemented in. It talks a little bit about the New York City Breakers. I got different people in it. It's all gravy. My real father name is Wesley. So when I was born in the Bronx, in Lincoln Hospital, but my mom is from Arkansas. So when she got here, I was in her stomach, of course. She met this man, named Dromar. So he shared the name, but that didn't fit right with me. So what I did was, after I was of age, I wanted to have a life. I wanted to have a life outside of Mr. Wave. So I converted my name to my original name so my son can carry my father's name. And that's why Dromar turned into Wesley. But I was born a Wesley. My birth certificate is Wesley. Right. Well, we did a lot of shows before Graffiti Rock. We were, Good Morning America, Soul Train, That's Incredible. So we did a lot of TV shows, The Current Affair. So it was we were young, so it was a show to us. But we knew it was a show that would propel hip hop into another era. Michael Holman had a big part in that. He designed the whole thing, and he outfitted it. He did well by having Shannon on the show, New York City Breakers, Special Kates, and Kumo D, and Run DMC on the show. But then he put some old school flavor in it when he had us wear, our outfits that we would wear when we hang out. So he tried to make the show a little, flavored that way to make America and the rest of the world see that this is all true hip hop. He had graffiti, he had everything in place to where it will project that. What happened with the show is that everybody picked it up because it was a pilot. Two major cities did not. From my recollection, it was LA and New York. Because at that time, Mayor Koch was fighting what? Graffiti. So I think that's the only reason why the show didn't become a weekly series. It wasn't that we failed. It was that the concept of the graffiti, which we love, we can read it, we understand it, we understand the beauty behind it, we can display it for the world to see, because what if graffiti had been written on everything after that? If you accept it then, you have to accept it all over the city walls. And so two major cities did not join in on the pilot, or it would have been a successful venture.